Hi you guys, it's Lisa from Keto Keeping It Simple. So today I'm going to bring you my meal prep for the week and also a full day of eating. So before I get to the meal prep and what I ate today, I just want to address a couple of issues. So first of all, I have a confession. The last several months I haven't been doing well on this lifestyle. I've been really off and on a lot. And I bet you can tell that by my videos, because I haven't had any weigh-ins, I haven't been doing a whole lot of full days of eating or meal prep or anything like that that's been keeping me accountable. And I'm not going to romanticize it, I'm not going to make excuses or anything else. I mean, it just is what it is, and I've really been struggling a lot. And so I joined a 3-week clean eating challenge, keto challenge, with Rich, the keto mechanic. And if you haven't checked out his channel, you really should. And I'm going to put his link in the description below. I like Richard a lot. I love the content of his channel. And if you know him already, love him or hate him, he's pretty right on a lot of stuff that he says. I mean, he means well on his opinions on stuff. And he's really trying to help people a lot. And if you need help getting on track and staying on track on keto, Richard is your man. I mean, really, check out his channel. He's doing this 3-week clean eating challenge just to give people a chance to see what true keto can do for your body. And I'm telling you right now, I can use a lot of that. So I'm going to be really strict the next 3 weeks. I'm not going to have any sweeteners at all. Not even, no artificial sweeteners, no stevia, no monk fruit, none of it. I've cut all that out for the next 3 weeks. And also, everything that I eat is going to be just whole foods. I'm going to eat beef, I'm going to eat pork, I'm going to eat bacon, I'm going to eat chicken, just whatever I find at the grocery store, plus a little bit of a vegetable on the side. So I'm going to get my, well, and a little bit of dairy too. I'm cutting out the heavy whipping cream and sweeteners in my coffee. I'm going to drink my coffee black for the next 3 weeks. And tea. I'm going to have some tea, but I'm not going to put any sweeteners in that at all either. I'm just going to go back to the basics. And I'm really going to see if that helps me reset myself from the very beginning when I started keto and I was doing very, very well. I weighed myself this morning and it wasn't pretty. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was devastated, even though I was kind of expecting it. Now I know a lot of it in this next week or so is going to come off pretty quick because it's not all fat. Some of it is. I mean, I've gained some fat. I can really tell in the way my clothes fit that I've gained a little bit of weight in the last several months. So, I mean, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for anything. I just want to come clean and tell you guys what's going on with me. So anyway, that's that. And so I'm doing the 3-week challenge. I'm doing Vlogust starting August 1st. Well, actually, it's starting a little bit early because today is the 30th. And I don't know if I'm going to upload a video tomorrow, but this one's going to go up today. And I'm just going to show you how I'm getting myself back on track and what's happening with me. And I'm not sure if I'm going to post the weigh-in. Boy, the flies are bad right here. I'm not sure if I'm going to post my weigh-in today or wait until the 3-week challenge is up and just kind of compare the two. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what it is. The flies are really bad right here. I might move a little bit. Hold on. Okay, let's try this spot out. It seems to be a little bit better even though it's more in the sun. Okay, so anyway, I'm doing my full day of eating. I'm doing my meal prep. I'm doing the 3-week clean eating challenge to get myself back on track. I'm doing Vlogust. I've covered all that. And I'm going to have, I'm trying something a little bit different today in my meal prep. I'm going to make bacon mayonnaise because I use mayonnaise quite a bit with my food as a condiment. And with the clean eating challenge, I can't use the pre-made mayonnaises because I can't get anything clean at my grocery store, and I'm not going out of town for grocery hauls right now. So I'm making bacon mayonnaise, and we're going to see how that tastes. At first, when I heard about bacon mayonnaise, I thought it was a little bit weird, and I just didn't know if I was going to like it or not. But the more I thought about it, you know what, there's nothing that I put mayonnaise on that the flavor of bacon would taste good. So I was like, well, what the hey, let's give it a try and see what it tastes like. So I'm going to show you how I make that, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion and let me know what I think about it. So that's all that I have for right now. So let's get on with the video. Alright, so it's Monday morning and I'm starting my meal prep for the week. And this is the first step, is getting some bacon done. Wait till you see what I do with the grease. So I just laid out my bacon in a pan. It depends on how much bacon I want to do. I might get 2 pans going at a time, but for right now I just have this one pan going. And I just laid it all out. I'm going to put it in the oven at 425 for about 10-ish, 15-ish minutes, and we'll see what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so I'm still meal prepping, and it's about 11:15, and I'm ready for my first meal of the day. So I have 177 grams of hamburger patties, 2 little hamburger patties, 107 grams of zucchini, and some brown mustard on the side. Oh, and did I say Swiss cheese? I have 1 slice of Swiss cheese too. Okay, bacon mayo. Let's make this happen. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to separate the white from the yolk. I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, I did that a little bit crooked. Let's try the other half of the egg. All right, there we go. Alright, we're going to pour that in the food processor. You can also use a blender, but I find that the food processor for mayonnaise is easier because you can scrape more out. Okay, and then we're just going to take a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of that, Grey Poupon, add that in. It's actually a pretty simple recipe to remember because it's just going to be 2 eggs, a tablespoon of mustard, a tablespoon of white wine vinegar, and a tablespoon of lemon juice. And I know that squeezing a lemon would be optimal, but I had this, so that's what I'm going to use. All right. We're going to whiz it up in the blender for just a couple of minutes or a couple seconds. And then I've got my bacon grease. It's pretty warm. You can use it, you don't want to use it really hot, but you don't want to use it cold where it's solidified. You just want a warm bacon grease. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a cup of this into my 1 cup measuring cup, and I'm going to slowly drizzle it into the food processor while it makes mayonnaise. This is a critical step when you're making mayonnaise. You've got to really drizzle it in slow and be patient. So let's whiz it up and see what happens. Okay, it's the moment of truth. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. Well, that seems pretty runny. I'm going to process it for a little bit longer and see if it will thicken up at all. All right, let's check it. Still kind of runny, but it's thicker than it was. Let's taste it and see if it's good. Yeah, that's pretty tasty. You get a little bit of that bacon flavor, but still, I mean, I wish it was a little bit thicker. So I'm going to try to process it just one more time for another minute, see what happens. Yeah, every time I process it, it's a little bit thicker and a little bit thicker. I'm actually wondering if a blender would have been better than the food processor, but it's tasty, it's a little bit saucy, but I'm going to use it. See how it just pours out like that? I wonder if I put it in the refrigerator, is it going to thicken up a little bit in the refrigerator? We're going to find out. Alright, so there it is. Let's put it in the refrigerator. Let it get cold for a couple of hours, and let's see what it looks like when it's cold. Okay, so my first attempt at bacon mayonnaise was a fail. It was too runny. But it's in the refrigerator, and hopefully it'll set up a little bit. I'm thinking that the bacon grease, because when it's cold, it gets hard naturally, so it'll be spreadable, I'm sure. But I want mayonnaise, so we're going to try it again. And I'm wondering if the reason it didn't turn out, well is because I used my food processor and not my blender. So let's do it again with a blender. Okay, so I have 2 eggs. And I'm going to separate the yolk from the white. It's not hard to do. All right, there's that. We're going to put that in the blender. We're going to take a tablespoon of Grey Poupon, Dijon mustard, that's going in the blender. We're going to add a tablespoon of white wine vinegar. That's going in the blender. And a tablespoon of lemon juice. Everybody's joining the party today. All right. Put that bad boy on there. We're gonna let her rip. It's a lot quieter than my food processor. Okay, so now I'm just going to slowly add a cup of bacon grease. Let's get all those little bits of bacon in there. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Pop that off. Boy, I really put that on there, didn't I? And let's see if we have success. Yep, there you go. Okay, so the moral to that story is use your blender, not your food processor. Okay, so that turned out really, really good. More like mayonnaise. So I'm going to use this one as mayonnaise. And the first batch, I'm going to add some ranch seasoning to it, some homemade ranch seasoning that I've already made, and make that more into a dressing. It'll be delicious either way. Okay, so here's my second meal of the day. It's about 4:20, and I've been prepping all day, and I almost forgot to eat my second meal, and I'm kind of hungry right now, so we're going to get at it. So on this plate, I have some of this butter lettuce, or Bib lettuce, or Boston lettuce is what it's called, 3 different names. And I have this pork roast that I made that was wrapped in bacon with some rosemary. And then I took some of this mayonnaise that I just made. This is from my first batch that was a little bit runny. And I added some of my homemade ranch seasoning to it. And grab that real quick. I'm almost out, but That's the ranch seasoning. I'm going to make some more. Stay tuned for that video. And spread it on top, and that's my second meal of the day. Okay, so meal prep is done. Let's see what we have to eat for the week. So in these two containers, I have my bacon. I cooked up quite a bit of bacon because I wanted the grease so I could experiment with that bacon mayo. And I didn't cook it all the way. It's still flimsy. It's not crispy because when I warm it back up to eat it, it's gonna crisp right up. So that's my plan with that. I have 2 of those. Then in this container, actually, both of these containers, I have burger patties that I cooked on the grill. This one has a piece of Swiss cheese on it already melted. So I have 4 in there and 6 in there. That'll be delicious. And then in this container, I have the rosemary bacon wrapped pork loin that I cooked when I made the video last week. I sliced them all up, and I'm going to eat those as lettuce wrap sandwiches. And I have some cabbage, kale, lettuce mix for a salad. I have some zucchini sticks, just raw, plain zucchini. Ooh, that one broke. Just like that. I'm going to eat those as a side dish. I have some onions and mushrooms that I sauteed for my burgers. And just a few slices of tomato, maybe as a side dish, maybe with my burgers. And then in this jar is that first batch of bacon mayo that I made, and it really did thicken up pretty well. And I think the ranch seasoning that I mixed in kind of helped it to get thick. So I'm going to use that as a dip, or I'll add some heavy whipping cream if I want to use it as a salad dressing. And then in this jar, last but not least, is the second batch of mayo that turned out perfectly. I mean, that's perfect. So there you go. That's what I'm going to eat this week, and this is my plan for staying keto. Okay, so that's it for my meal prep for the week and my full day of eating. So tune in tomorrow, and actually I think for the next 33 days I'm going to post a video today and tomorrow, and then the 31 days of August, and we'll see what happens. So I decided that I am going to insert my weight from this morning. So that you can see that, and hopefully it will hold me more accountable to stay honest and on track. And so today all I've had is a couple of cups of black coffee and some water. And I'm getting ready to go inside and make myself some iced tea for tomorrow. All right, so that's all that I have for you today. So until tomorrow, keep calm and keto on.